Good evening. It is Saturday, March 16th, and be doing something a little bit new this evening. I started a new playthrough of the original Mass Effect. I've played this game many times, so I'm exposing it to someone else who will be steering the dialogue, big picture choices, that sort of thing, while I handle the actual nitty-gritty gameplay stuff and sort of abstract some of that from her. So you'll see her pop up in chat steering dialogue trees and so on, and we might discuss the lore, the universe, that sort of thing. Assuming this all works. I'm trying this through chat. I don't know how much of a delay Twitch has built into it. I've done what I can to try to optimize that. I don't have Twitch open at the moment, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully. And I'm running chat through my streaming software because apparently there's a new plugin for that. And it seems to be working, I guess. Someone say something in chat. It might work. It might pop up for me. I'm doing the retro cat clock thing. Chat may not be working. We'll see how this... I'm going to load into the game and see if that changes matters at all. Open it up here. Ah, that's really loud. All right, that was really loud. I may need to do some audio balancing here in addition. Yeah, that's not even having any gunfire sound effects, and it's peaking into the yellow. Oh, that's really loud. All right, bear with me while I tweak some settings. All right, now it's loud, but I think it's just loud in my headset. So if I... full screen, ME1. Hey, we have a sort of a layout here. I'm just narcissistic enough now that I have the webcam. I feel like I have to have myself on screen somewhere. And this should cover up the least of actual in-game screen real estate. Though if I start to block subtitles, I will move or remove myself. I wonder, I can switch this to full screen windowed mode? Ah, there's windowed mode, but there's not full screen windowed mode. That still seems to work though. Now I can come over here and actually fiddle with my... Okay. So right now no one's in chat. That's why this isn't working. I'm going to turn off windowed mode because that's actually problematic for... Okay. That's better. All right. When I say Mark, say something in chat so that I have a good idea of how much latency delay there is. 3, 2, 1, Mark. Hey, not bad. That's like 2 seconds. That's perfectly doable. So yeah, we can actually hop back into game now, as I believe we just started, we did character creation, which took better part of an hour. I might be exaggerating, but I don't think I'm exaggerating that much. That's just how that works with BioWare games sometimes. We ran through the basic introduction to the universe and the first tiny bit of the Eden Prime mission. We just encountered the sane archaeologist and the possibly slightly less sane archaeologist. And are going to the tram station, or spaceport, to try and recover the Prothean beacon that had been moved. Oh, yeah, I managed it. Okay. All right, here we are. Textures all loaded in. I'm not experiencing any major lag on my end. Encoder stream still looks fairly smooth, and we have a cutscene.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
I am told game audio is low, and actually it was a lot louder in the menu than it is in game here. So I'm going to see if I can... Okay, it's all the way up here. All right, I'm going to turn up my outbound streaming audio here real quick. Might have just been the weird splash screens. Unfortunately, every time I tab out of the game to adjust settings on my streaming software, some of the custom graphics patches I put in have to reload as I come back into it. So there's that little bit of a more delay than usual.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
That's not good. Yes, I know how to use my powers. Thank you. I'm gonna go pick up a new weapon that I know is over here. Hopefully the combat will not take as long as it is currently.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
I'm going to just assume that if there's an option to investigate for more details, that's what we'll be doing.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
And you can tell me
The
otherwise.
three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Recorded in Canada.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise hole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of a dam. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
That's everything.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
So here is where the Paragon versus Renegade, Persuade versus Intimidate thing is. This one is grayed out. We can't do that. We're not intimidating enough to yell at him to get this dialogue option, but we do have access to this one.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I think these are the same investigate options as we had before.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Alright, I'm going to equip that gun they just gave me, because it's quite nice. No, it's not. The nice one must come later. Dang. Never mind. Oh, there it is. For some reason it just didn't show up right away. Yes. These bars are much larger than these bars. I don't think there's anything left in this shed, but I'm going to check anyway. Oh, there is. Lockpicking minigame. .1 of a second remaining. Nice. I think that's new armor for Ashley. Stop giving me tips. I don't need them. There must be a way to turn that off. Oh, she can't equip heavy armor yet. Oh, must have to level her up first. Okay. Once I get this skill up to this point, she can equip heavy armor. Okay. Well, let's start working on that then, because that's nice. Yeah, get used to the phrase, I should go.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
This is awkward. Why are you not taking any damage? It wanted me to do a pointless tutorial thing first. I see. And because the squad AI in this game is kind of bad, I wind up having to do a lot of this myself. Because they get killed and then pop right up after we get out of combat, because that's how the system works. I need to stop throwing grenades. I should map the grenade button to something different. Just keep tapping the R button out of habit from playing Destiny or the other Mass Effect games. Hi, Silas. There, G for grenade. That makes much more sense. There, R now does nothing. Excellent.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Roger, roger.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yes, it's right there. Please let me interact with it. Thank you.
Shields down.
I got hit by a sniper there. That time no, that was just a typo. There's one bomb left. I've got 3 minutes to find it. That shouldn't be so bad. I think it's right over here. Down. Oh, I hear it beeping. that's a crate. That's not the same thing. It's down here. Nope. Okay, it's been a while since I've played this game. I should be able to find this last bomb. There it is. Item box around somewhere. There it is. Yeah, one other thing about the cyborg zombies is they have an EMP explosion when they die. Or when they get too close and set it off manually, which is fun. Alright, the beacon's right there. I'm going to run around and pick up the items that I know are around here. In various hidden corners. I don't remember all the exact look. There's one. That thing with the big green light coming out of it, that's what we're here for. And that's what we're going to ignore for just a minute or two here. Most of this stuff that I'm picking up is pretty worthless. That'll just be sold for space bucks a little bit later, but it's all free, and occasionally there's a good piece of equipment you pick up. But it's almost all randomly generated. That one pistol that the farmer gave me, I knew he would have, but most of everything else is just random. All right, plot time.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
Hope none of y'all are at risk for epilepsy.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I figured. It also helps space between two options that have the same shorthand, like asking what twice in a row. The Council being the alien triad that we're trying to impress when we wanted to get somebody into the Spectres. Do you want me to answer that? I mean, I don't think we actually have anything to hide, but...
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Stop and check in with our crewmates here.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
First, I'll check my own locker. So the journal is doing a few different things. The main plot of the journal, that is getting updated automatically with what we're supposed to do next. And the assignments, this is like side quests will be in there. The codex that has like the background info, that is getting updated anytime we learn something new, and sometimes it's just really minor stuff like this is how sensors work on our ship. There's a lot of text in this game. They did a lot of world building.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
I was going to.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
And I helped.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Biotics are people with the telekinetic space mage abilities.
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, a Kuz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain's briefing was confidential.
Understood, ma'am. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
How open do you want to be with your subordinates?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked
right
with him
there.
before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaiden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Yeah, it turns out sticking magic space dust machines into your brain can cause problems.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Chakwas is a fan-favorite minor character.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I think that's everything.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So, I believe we can go... if I remember where Ashley is hiding, we can go talk to her. These are just generic background people who don't talk to you. Otherwise, this is a good break point if you want to break for this evening. I gotta feed the cats anyway, so at the very least I would have to take a break for a couple of minutes. There are a lot of elevators and trams in this game. They disguise loading new zones. Sometimes not that well. Alright, assuming I can remember where Ashley's hiding, we'll talk to her. There she, oh no, that's not her. And then call it a night. I think she's up on the bridge. Huh. Maybe I walked right past her and she's down in the mess hall with Kaidan? Maybe I'm losing my mind? Maybe there's a bug and she isn't actually loaded onto the ship. She's just nowhere. Oh, wait, there she is.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright. Next time, speaking with Joker, and everything that comes afterwards. Well, not everything, but another chunk of stuff. I'm glad this is working. Hopefully it's entertaining. It's definitely nice for me to see this game through fresh eyes and just, you know, bounce opinions and experiences back and forth, so I'm definitely enjoying it. Jeff Joker Moreau. Alright, we are going to save. And we are going to call it a night for this. So yeah, that is a little bit more of the first section of Mass Effect. Next time, we'll be talking to Joker and moving on to the Citadel station to give our report to the Council, among other things. Let's see. Today is Saturday. Might stream again tomorrow, either this or League or something else. Tomorrow, Monday, Wednesday, they're all kind of up in the air. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.